Zak, first of all, your loan is now all extended, signed, sealed until January. Can you just give us your first thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm really happy to extend it till January. I think that these first 6 games have been a real step forward in my development, and I think that every game I'm learning and developing new things. I'm really enjoying, obviously, my time with the lads. I think the lads, like I said before, have made us feel really welcome, and I'm happy to just continue that journey with them until January and see where things end up.
I'll take you back to that first game. I think it was a Tuesday night. So, can you remember much about that? Much going into it. Making your debut for a new club as well, a new set of lads. What can you recall from that?
I think it was really unexpected for me. I didn't really know what to expect when I was going in there. I've never been outside of Sunderland before. I understand that Solihull were a good side and they had a good striker, I was told the day before, so I was looking forward to the challenge. I was up for the game, and I think that I got a real buzz off coming out and playing in front of the fans. I know that the result isn't what we wanted, but for me personally, I felt like it was a real step forward into understanding men's football, and I think that knockback of getting beat was only motivation for us to push on and try and do well and win the next game. And I really understood the kind of importance of winning and trying to get 3 points, win, play well or play bad, should I say. I think there was a real importance of getting that 3 points, not just for the team but for the manager. So I feel like straight away getting brought into that is what I've really enjoyed so far.
Is that the main difference you've seen so far in senior football? I know you've tasted a few games already with Sunderland, but playing week out and week in league action, is that the main sort of element you found to be the newest for you?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I've really enjoyed probably the most, in terms of being able to go into a game and understanding that there's a real significance of it in terms of, for the fans, we need to perform well and play well for the fans, as well as you need to perform well for yourself, as well as getting the points for your manager and your team around you. I think there's real importance of that, because ultimately development football is just about how you can develop from each game and learn new things, win, lose or draw. It's kind of move on to the next game, whereas here there's a real importance to every game, and that puts a pressure on every game, which I'm really privileged to be able to handle with.
Yeah, you speak about some of the sort of mental effects and playing with pressure and whatever, but when you look back a month ago and you look back now, have you seen that development in yourself, whether it be on the pitch, off the pitch? Have you seen that sort of progression from you as a player?
Yeah, I would say that each game now, I know obviously there's a few clubs with more fans than others, but I'm kind of looking to go to places where there'd be lots of fans there, and I'm only talking a few thousand, but for me I'm getting more of like a motivation to go out there and play, a bit of a buzz as someone would call it, but it's just that kind of adrenaline that gets you up for the game, and I feel like that's kind of becoming more and more clear as the more games I play, as well as I think kind of dealing with the pressure of having to win and the expectation of performing well. I think I'm really enjoying that and thriving on that, because there is no room for error. You've got to be 100% every game, fully focused and ready to go. And it's obviously a Saturday, Tuesday, so you're playing twice a week now, and that's kind of that whole environment of prepare, game, recover, prepare, game, recover. I feel like just going on and going back into Sunderland, taking that with me, it'll just develop me even further.
Yeah, we'll touch on the lads as well. As you mentioned, I don't think you knew that many lads coming into the club, but you've obviously got your different kind of lads. You've got your leaders who I imagine have really helped you integrate into the team. You've got younger lads like yourselves. So how have you found integrating into the group?
It's been really positive. I think I didn't know any of the lads, to be honest, before I came in here, but it feels like after a few days I got settled down, people understood what my personality was, and I quickly understood what their personalities was, which I think was really important. And I feel like from there, as much as we perform, train on the pitch, I think off the pitch the lads have been great, just including us in things, making sure I know where I am, because I was a bit lost first coming in here, so making sure I feel really welcome, and everybody's been clear on actually what they want for the season and what they kind of think that it can be, and how I can be an importance of that in this season as well. So making me feel really included both on and off the pitch has been really important for me to be happy, and looking forward to extend my loan until January.
Yeah, and just with the next few weeks, you've extended for, obviously until January. What's the main objective for you? Is it to grow personally? Is it to get more points on the board? Is it just to learn more? Is there anything that you want to really nail down and develop here during the next few months?
Well, I've got to get more points. I think that's the most important thing. I can talk about myself and say I want to develop and I want to, improve and get game time. But however, the most important thing is I've come to Hartlepool. It's a big club and we have high expectations. And I feel like the most important thing is getting them 3 points and building from there.
Yeah, and a game on Saturday against Rochdale. First things first, obviously you missed out on Tuesday due to an injury. So how is that at the minute?
The injury's fine. Just had obviously a few days to rest up and recover from it. Now, hopefully, can help the boys in any way on Saturday because I should be back in the squad. So hopefully everything goes well and I can just kick on from there, make sure I rest properly after the game, and then hopefully this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, what was the injury? Was it a groin strain?
Yeah, it was a very minor groin strain. Luckily, obviously, because I came off in the game, nothing kind of amounted to anything serious. So, luckily, it was just only a few days that I needed to recover.
Yeah, and being back on Saturday now against Rochdale, what are you expecting from that game?
I'm expecting the boys to be up for it. I'm expecting the boys to, show no fear. I expect us to go out there and perform and play as how we want to play, not just playing to their kind of standard. We've got to push into another gear and push on and get 3 points.